Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's play some NHL. Continuing the franchise mode series where I've taken over the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're on season 25, episode 4. Um, well, I guess I let you guys know yesterday that we were going to have, hopefully, potentially a stream this morning to try to replace the upcoming Monday's stream in the case that I can't make it. So yeah, so the plan is to finish off the season. I was hoping to get more done yesterday, but didn't have enough time. And then if we can get through the end of the series today, that'd be great. Um, but I don't know for sure exactly, well, for one, how long it'll take, and two, if I have enough time based on how long it'll take. So we'll see. Um, yeah, so there were a couple things I was thinking about before the start of this stream. So first thing I wanted to know is when the trade deadline was, and I took a look, and it's very, very close. And so the situation we're in right now is we have two guys actually that we want to extend. Actually, it's easiest if I do it this way. So both Heward and Solnishkin we want to extend, or at least previously I had thought that I wanted to extend them. Now, the problem is that we don't have the cap space to sign both of them. That's what I was looking at before the start of the stream. Even if I trade away Lashoff, which was the plan, that only gives us enough to be able to sign one of them. So we're basically stuck where we can't sign both unless we do something else that's like a lot more drastic. So we have Moss extended for how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Oh, I didn't realize. So that brings him to, well, I think I set it up so it was 36. So yeah. Um, he hasn't played well, but he hasn't played bad given that he's been playing on the fourth line and he has a history of, generally speaking, playing good. So last season he had an off season. As a result, he got put down in lines, and then he's actually, all things considered, having a good season based on his ice time. So I don't think I should get rid of him. Threlfall, definitely not. He's in a similar situation in terms of performance. Carlos is a definite no to get rid of. He's playing pretty well. Um, and he's got good potential. Mind you, the next season we would have thought about trading him and probably would have, but that season doesn't exist because the series is going to be over. Christie, oh yeah, he turned it around. So he's doing well. So obviously we don't want these cap hits, but it's fine. Crane we extended and he's doing very well. Savage is doing extremely well. Nicholas very well, or actually extremely well. Pierre very well. Bachman fine for his cap hit. We're spending a bit too much on D right now compared to what I would like to, but I don't think there's really anything else we could do to have solid D given how few D there are in the league right now that are any good. Um, Lashoff, we can get rid of. Corvo, no. Keaton's doing great. Rolison's good. McMillan's got potential. Like there's Linglet we can get rid of, just the problem is it doesn't solve the cap issue. So and we would probably eventually get rid of him. So I think we're stuck in a situation where, um, and I was also doing this on stream to confirm that my thoughts were correct, and so it does appear to be the case. So we can't sign both. We have to sign the younger guy. As a result, we're going to have to trade Heward. We also have to trade Lashoff in order to sign Solnishkin. And then we don't have a depth D. So we're going to have to figure out um, what we can get. So the option is either get a guy, what's Lashoff making this season? So 5.6. So we could afford essentially a $10 million player for the rest of this year. So we do just a pure rental, or we get a young guy, one of the guys that are not optimal, because they're going to be on their entry level contract, I think most of them. And then since next season doesn't exist, we wouldn't like worry about that anyways. But nonetheless, we would have them under uh, our ownership, and we'd be able to decide. Whereas Heward's going to expire, and we can't extend him, so we don't want to just keep him as a tech, like technically a rental. So, anyways, so I think that's the situation. I was hoping to extend Heward. Otherwise, we would need to make, like I said, bigger moves to try to clear up some cap space, and we're not going to do that. We could, I mean, we could trade the player away and then trade back for them and use picks to get the salary retention, but I don't think we're going to be able to clear up 7 million with all our picks and the fact that we're pretending as if the future exists and we would want to keep um, the wide majority of these picks, probably half of them. And yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to get enough out of half of them to accomplish that clearing of cap space. So, anyway, so that's kind of the whole situation. I think everybody's healthy. So the next thing I was thinking about is, do I, whoops, trade now or do I wait till just before the deadline? But because, oh, no, not everybody is healthy. Isn't the guy coming back soon? March 3rd. Yeah, so very soon. Um, Actually, you know what? Let's wait till March 3rd. So I think that's still before the deadline, and then it gets our good player back in, assuming no more injuries, which is Murphy's Law is probably going to happen. But um, I think that makes sense, actually. So we'll wait until after the 3rd and then make that trade. Uh, and then just so I don't forget our goalie rotation, I should check that. So Ness and then Tham. And I already have the list of players that we're going to um, target for the depth guy. So I could, like I said, go for a rental, or I could get a low cost guy that's not young. But getting a low cost guy that is young would, if next season actually existed, would give us the option of extending them if something good happened with them or all that kind of stuff. So it still makes more sense to do that anyways. And I should have said, so I think I'll be able to get about 3 hours of a stream, but it's going to be close. I don't know for sure that amount. Is that an away game? I talk too much and don't pay enough attention. That was a home game. Oh, and I gotta check about maintenance soon. Is that a stretch? No, is there another one? E that to that or that. Yeah, we'll do it after Winnipeg. Um, okay, so that's the guy we were hoping to have back. All right, now what were the pairings? I think it was direct replacement. Man, he's playing well. He's had a couple random seasons where he does especially well, like this one here. This one's pretty close. 27's decent. I think oh, I thought we had him before the St. Louis stretch. Anyways. Oh, yeah, we owned him, but then traded him away, I think. Wow, he's picked it up a bit. Just thinking about taking a look at the ice time. Hmm. Okay, and then I thought that was right. It's not. Um, I think that's it. All right, so now we can do that trade. All right, so We would have had some good young players coming up next season too. Like this defenseman's going to be so stellar. We don't even get to see him. He could have played even this year, but um, always make your players overripe, in my opinion. Okay, so Lashoff needs to go. And Heward. So the Nashville guy, I think, is under, or is certainly under contract. Could. I was going to say because of trade value. No, I still don't. I don't think there's any way to make it work. I was going to say with trade value that you could get enough salary retention with Lashoff plus the defenseman. I don't think that's possible. Uh, Colorado. There's -13, eh? Oh, he was extended, so we can't get him. Barnett is under contract. I thought at least one of these guys was clear. Nielsen. 2.8. Okay, we could do the salary retention there. How many years left? And it should be RFA at the end. I think it tells us on here. Expiration status. Maybe not. Okay, so he's an option. How's he playing? Pretty well too. Did he hasn't fixed up his balance? Hmm. Well, he's a good option. Philly, what's his name? Chloe is. Oh, he can't play because they didn't sign him by the deadline. So he's not an option. So we're stuck with that Ottawa guy. We're going to have to get some salary retention. They don't want either of the guys. Do they want anything? Nothing. They want nothing. That doesn't help. If we put that in. Let's try this first because we could theoretically pull it off. 1.4. I think that makes it affordable for next season. Let's ease into it just to be certain. Interesting. So, based on that previous response, it might actually go through without going too crazy. No way. We didn't even have to give up lash off to pull that off. Interesting. Huh. Now the question is, what do we do with lash off? So we could get first round pick probably. We had, I'm pretty certain one more we wanted. I think it was Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So we could do something to help our team now, but again, we're pretending as if the future exists. And so I would much rather that pick if the future did exist. They have too many players. Somebody without 3 years. Two-way, yes. Maybe we can get some more. Uh, I don't know for sure how much flash off is worth. It's because those trade value um, bars they're never really all that accurate. Do you have anything else we can trade? No. Huh, so then we can't get a first. Could we? Well, you know what? We can. Oh, I was gonna say we could keep him. No, but we still have to extend what's his face, so we can't. Uh, we could do try to clear up cap space by trading a guy and then trading back for him. So who's the lowest value? years, 4 years. Don't have much space though. So I'm thinking, because I want to trade somebody with low value, because then we can get them back easier. Um, but I want somebody with enough cap space where that trade value of Lash off, we actually can get a big chunk salary off. So Moss, slightly more trade value, but might be more difficult to get back. Carlos, no. Crane, too expensive. Savage, I've already retained a bunch for those guys. Threlfall is too difficult. I think we're going to have to go with Bachman. Who has cap space? And also, who wants Lash off? Oh, we don't. Well, we're not going to get their pick though. Just in case. Somebody with lots of cap space that wants him. Do we have the Dallas pick? We do. Don't have LA. They don't want Lash off. Okay, I think this is perfect. Um, yeah, I don't think they're retaining any other salaries. So, what do we want to trade for? Something that they want to get rid of. I don't have anything else to give up though. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that trading him away would have to do all that, but that's okay. Okay, that's step one. Step two. And a bad thing is we're trading. Um, Sorry, I got distracted there. I feel like in the back of my mind, I feel like I'm screwing something up right now, but I think I'm okay. Uh, what was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, that's stupid. Pretty sure it wasn't important anyways. Uh, oh, I think what I was thinking of is trading away to probably the most competitive team, which is probably unwise, but that's okay. I think we'll be fine. Oops. What would suck is if, because they're a competitive team, they won't retain salary. And then it was all for nothing, and then I'm gonna get screwed in the trade, or I would have wasted assets in the trade. But anyways, we'll deal with the consequences. I'm interested to see the results going to be if we'll actually be able to pull it off. I don't know what the minimum I'm willing to accept of them retaining. I think 2 million is shouldn't really accept less. Because like, look how much more we're giving up. Because we're essentially giving up lash off for now 1.8 million of cap space. I don't know if that's worth it. Only a million? Jeez, that's nothing. Like 700,000? That's not fair at all. Oh well. Uh, do we have an extra forward? Oh, he's almost healthy. Who's scratched at the moment? Guess we could play our defenseman there. Yeah, that works fine. Um, then who fills his spot here? Millen, Moss, Bruin. I don't think we have any other options in Langley, but four, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, because we don't have another forward. Okay, that works. So we kind of got fleeced in that trade, but whatever. In the future, I wouldn't do that, but it's good enough for our purposes. And then now we have well, I'll go save that first and then we'll figure out rest. So the other thing is to trade away the guy we just picked up because we had to pick up one player because of their roster spots. And then we might trade somebody away from not playing well in the AHL. So we'll just have a quick look at that. So coming over, he hasn't played well. How many defensemen do we have? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven other than him. So we'll see what else is going on. He hasn't even gotten to play. Both of them, all of them playing poorly. He's doing great. Really good. Good. Good enough. Good enough. So, um, then we have a few guys we could trade. We'll have to go look at D. Trade him. He's done well since he's come over. Not the best, but good enough. Good enough. Good. Oh, we might just keep him. Yeah, he's played well. So, actually, why not? He's not one way, is he good? Actually, a lot of the guys we picked up aren't playing very well. All right, so then we'll go make a list, I guess, of guys in the AHL. That is Seattle. Uh, I always forget about this team. Carolina Hurricanes. How could I ever remember that? Springfield's St. Louis, I think, right? Yeah. Who are the checkers with now? Panthers. This was Carolina. Okay, I think that's enough of a list. Um, I'm just gonna look for better point per game guys. So guys that have missed a bit of time. Uh, Tampa. that's enough for now. Huh. Okay, so you haven't been good with us. Trade you. You have been. You haven't played. You haven't been. Really? Um, he was good, wasn't he? Yeah. I thought there were more people I was going to trade. Mm, okay. That's 1D. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm pretty sure. 7 for Statikov, I think. He hasn't gotten to play. 7. So one more D, I think. Okay, so Columbus. One way. That's okay though, because he's super cheap. Oh, they can't take anybody else. else good that I don't think there's anybody else that's good that we're gonna get rid of. Um, anything for goalies? I don't think so. We don't have any picks left. Hmm. Gain some salary to maybe make this work. uh, that's funny. This one might be tough for us to find somebody to pick up. Um, I don't know what to do then. Just leave the guys I have. There's nobody else I can trade away to get anything. I can't really, I don't have the time to sign somebody and then trade them. Well, I guess let's just make sure about our forwards and then we'll know what we can do. Not all of them have played that great, but like they're within range. 11 points in 18 games isn't the worst. Three and eight. He's played well with us before. See, because everybody's kind of right in the middle where they haven't played bad, they haven't played good. We actually lucked out picking up that Trudeau guy. That he's better than he actually turned out being good as opposed to just picking up some random guy. So he was supposed to just be random. Yeah. Well, I guess that's all we're gonna do. A defenseman wasn't a bad idea. Do we have enough forwards? 14 by my count. So yeah, I guess that's all it's going to be. I thought we'd be able to do more. It was a bit of a wasted effort to write down so many names, but that's okay. All right, then. Oh, we should probably, because I just realized I don't think we have. Why is he up with the NHL team? I'm always worried that the game's going to screw me over and send somebody down and then they get claimed. Um, Everything looks okay. Why do they make this line a -3? All they have to do is make some easy change. I'm sure. Maybe not. Okay, well, maybe they actually are screwed. I'm sure there's a way to make it work. Okay, so that's all good. So we need a 13th forward. I should check though. If there's anybody from the AHL that could be called up. Lamb's good enough to call up. And we have Datsuk. And we have that defenseman that we could use short term. Ideally, we'd have something else though. We have cap space for this season, so I'm gonna see if we can trade for some, like basically where somebody wants to unload a contract, and then we can trade those two defensemen that we don't need from the AHL. Does anybody want them? No. Okay, so let's see if basically we're gonna see about taking on a. Can we actually? Yes, we can. would be interesting. So I'm going to keep going through, but Boston could be an idea. He's a defenseman. Another defenseman. So Boston might be it. So what is this guy any good? He's good enough. There's a chance this could go. Seems unlikely though. A bad performing or essentially the worst performing AHL guy. Maybe some trade value. Oh yeah, if anybody, he probably the best to come up, so I shouldn't get rid of him. 313. Not that good. So no is the answer. There was Levo. Oh, but they can't take that number of players. Will it let them? Really? Okay, so that's a no. The last ditch effort. That's not going to work. who's the worst performing of these guys? 12, 11. He's one way. We might get rid of him then. We don't know about him. He's good. That's it. Who's the other guy? Oh, just barely. Sweet. Nays, nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. No, I'm just before the trade deadline. So I guess maybe from the title of the stream. So end of yeah, well you would have seen me just doing a whole bunch of trades, which I usually would do in the off season. But I guess I do it sometimes mid season anyways. But yeah, the title of the stream is end of season, so basically end of regular season. So maybe I should have made it more clear. Let's see, is he no. There he is. Okay. So this is our short-term pickup. He's just in case we have like a boatload of injuries. And he costs nothing to pick up, which was, I thought, pretty stellar. Okay. Now, let's make sure everything else is back to normal. So we are still going to play Nielsen ahead of him, a defenseman on the fourth line. Okay. Did save, I think, right? All right, so, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So I have to offer an extension to, actually, just out of interest, what he's asking for. We're not going to, because the other guy's a priority. Um, we might not even have enough to sign him. .7 times 0.9 is 693. Uh, it won't let us do more. If we do that, what happens? 715 is 643. So that's pretty close. We could extend them 1 year and see what happens. I mean, again, the future doesn't exist. What would I usually do? I would usually, I think, wait till the off season, then clear space, then worry about extending because we still own his rights. So yeah, we'll just leave it then. The gamble is that he asks for more, but then he could ask for less. I think it's fine. Okay, so we won't extend him even though that was the plan, but theoretically we would be close enough with cap space to do it. So, and then if we would have to make trades, then we'd have be able to do it anyways. So we're okay. Then okay, so we're all good to go forward. Oh, come on. Thankfully, the other guy's just gotten healthy too. So we'll just do that as a temporary fix. And that's exactly what I was expecting. Just in case I made some stupid mistake, I'm just going to double check. So we don't care if this guy expires, he's just temporary fill-in that we basically got for free. Nothing there. And the rest here are not critical. Cool. 5.3 on waivers. What's your story? Power forward 28. Why are you getting paid that much? No chance. Okay, now we gotta go through a whole bunch of line changes. So Carlos is out. I didn't see for how long, hopefully not too long. That's okay, because Nikitin's back. He was on the first line. How was Crane doing? 61. So about the same, which is really good. You still deserve to go ahead of him. Savage 77. Man, he's doing well. 54. He is not. What happened to him? Yeah, he slipped a lot just in the past few games. So you can go down, you can go up. things going here? 39, you're just hovering around the same. 35, I think you've done better since you've gone off the fourth line. You stay there. 34 versus 35. Um, 86, 93. So just so that we have a left on the left and a right on the right, we'll do that. Everything else is okay. So Keaton sets up Savage. The rest stays the same. Maybe. Can we switch him for him? Yes, thankfully. Okay, well, that's good news. $39 versus 54. Still think Lapierre's more deserving at the moment. Does it stay the same? No, so it's going to have to be Threlfall. Points. Okay. What do we do here? Crane, Savage, Nicholas, Dwyer, Christie. I don't even know if we have another good defensive guy. 4-2-5. Well, we could play Nielsen temporarily. 3 defense on a penalty kill. It's not too crazy. How is he done with us anyways? -1. Let's see what it says. Oh wait, Christie can't do. Oh, he can do face-offs. Um, Savage, Dwyer, Nicholas, Nielsen, Christie. Good enough. Cool. Dwyer, Nicholas, Christie. That's not right, is it? Bruin. Keaton, Crane, Savage, and Threlfall. Threlfall. Who's the other guy? Up here. I think that's right. Yeah. I think Nikitin goes on here. All right. I think that was an away game. Yeah. Do we know how long? Oh, it's only basically a week. It's not bad. Okay, thankfully. So it was going to be that he was injured and we'd have to change the lines. That would have been really annoying. Okay, so we're on a back-to-back, Montreal or Florida. Florida is worse, so we need to flip our goalies. After this back-to-back, I'm going to step away for 2 minutes. Deking, speed, puck control. It's a lot of negatives, but for one day, I'm gonna risk him getting more injured. So we'll cross our fingers that he's okay. And he is. So he's probably back next game. Okay, so I'm gonna save, step away for 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, back. So after Winnipeg, I have to remember to do that maintenance for, I think, a number of things. It sucks. I've been wanting to get further in the game, but I keep having injuries. We're at how many games? Oops, 65. Oh well. All right, so Carlos is back in. How did you do? 4 points in 5 games playing on forward when you're a defenseman. He had a bad game one, but man, he's almost more deserving than this guy. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep him playing. Hey, if you're playing that good, why not? All right, so Carlos comes back on. 47 points versus 56. 56, 56 and 65, 56 and 61. 43. So he's picked it up since we moved him up. 44. There's almost no um, good options. 62. Huh. 43. 44. No, he's gonna actually have to go down. So 47 versus 43. Moss has been on the fourth line, so yeah, we're gonna have to do that. It's all right though, because Carlos is gonna get some other ice time. Uh, Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take him off of this. Carlos. How did Carlos go down so far? Huh. Um, okay, all those guys are correct. Whoops. All those guys. Interesting. Okay. So in about an hour, I'll have to end the stream. So I might, I should be able to get the regular season done, but I don't think I'll get the playoffs done. So that's 2 losses in three for our current starters. So before I forget, swap those. Dan has 1 loss under his belt as the backup. So if he loses one of the next 2 games, he'll be out too. Okay, so that's that. Now maintenance. Club seats. So 486. So Florida's worse, I think, at the moment. No, Lightning slipped. Oh, but Panthers have played more. So odds are, well, they're basically the same thing. So I think point percentage, technically Tampa's better. We're not doing that good past few games. We've lost 3 or 4. And against some really bad teams too. Yeah. So Tham's out. Gosselin, he has 1 loss under his belt. Uh, so Ness comes in as backup. And already Gosselin's out of the net too. That's funny. I think Ness has been our only consistent goalie. 13-7 is not that bad. 8-9-9 is also not that bad. That's a lot of games played and not that good. Uh, 15-8 is not not much better. 8-8-8. 19-7-2 is a better win-loss, but save percentage is not really much. Not well, it's worse. So I don't know. Anywho, so I guess it's not Ness that has been doing well. We're not in first. What were our goals again? Stanley Cup final. That's fair. So just as we were having the goalies not play so well, Ness gets hurt. Oh, I think I forgot to put the price up for this. Oh, short term. Ottawa. Oh, Islanders are better than Ottawa. So this is a hard back-to-back, and it's an away back-to-back. Um, so then, is that a home game? It was. Oh, and I should have checked if when's our next away stretch? If we have one. Uh, we could do it now. Where is our maintenance at? Yeah, now works for me. It's just parking anyways. Uh, Parking. Yeah, that's the right rotation. Depends on the result. Actually, no, it doesn't depend on the result. He's supposed to go in anyways. Uh, Dan was first. Ness is now first. Cool. Oh yeah, I just realized we just beat, I think, the two best teams in the league on back-to-back away games after having just lost a number of games before against some of the worst teams, which is kind of funny. So, I don't know. Don't ask me. As I say that, we lose again against a bad team. So I'll wait before I do anything with the parking. You know what? Maybe we can do the playoffs. It's going to be close. It depends on how many more injuries we have up till the end of the season. We only have 6 games left, so okay, now we got to change the goalies again. We're not playing that well right now. Um, Florida is worse than the Capitals. No, they're not. Wow. So this is going to be apparently an easy back-to-back, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. And our lines haven't been, or sorry, our team hasn't been playing well, so should I do it before? Yeah, let's do it before this back-to-back. So I might change the lines. I'm just gonna have a look at how everybody's doing. 85 is great. 73, he slipped a bit. 70, he's also slipped. So maybe we will change the lines. 69 is not bad. 83 is great. 94 is very good. 52. So I think he's been maintaining about a point per game pace since he moved up. He hasn't really done. I mean, he's got 34 goals in 63 games. I know I'm being fussy, but whatever. So 66 and 77 versus 70 and 77. So still he deserves to be up there. 69 and 73, 66 and 77. Um, well, based on performance, there's no changes I should make. Oh, how's the defenseman doing? Fourth line still. He's produced nothing since and has done poorly, so you're out. It was a good experiment while it lasted. Or I should say, actually, it was a bad experiment after a good start. So I think that's the only change I'm going to make. I think I put the right goalies right. Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, so we're going to try to get the playoffs done, I guess. I have enough time to at least try. No, thankfully it's not too long. Yikes. Huh. Oh, they're all like that. Well, who's played better? 24, 16, 25, 51. Man, that's good. Okay, so it can't be that. Um, Yikes. Well, I didn't realize that Nielsen was, well, it's not a worse fit than anybody else, but we have too many guys that are not a good fit. Um, there we go. So Nielsen has to play on the first, which is a bit annoying. I guess that's okay. It's the only way to make it so there's no negatives. Left, right D, right, right D, left, right D, left, left D, left, left. That looks fine. Huh. Surprised that actually worked out. Then I think that's it. Game are we at? We're at 80. So 2 games left. We should decide on our goaltending. Let's the have some games in right before. So, whoa, his save percentage really turned around. 910. It's quite good. Win loss improved, I think, as well. Huh. 883. Win losses worse. 886. They both have about that. So 16 and 10 versus 19 and 8. So this is better. Okay, and then Montreal is better. So we missed out on the President's Trophy again, which is bad, but whatever. Canadians, Bruins. So I think we're going to actually keep it the way it is and then flip them for the next game. Yeah. So he's back for the playoffs, which is good. Oh, they flipped it already for us. Still not healthy? Uh, okay, we might as well get these set up. It's playable. Yeah, we're not going to do that though. Okay, so we know that Sam is going to be our closer for the series. Same strategy as before. Goslin's gonna start. If he loses two, then the other guy comes in. And I think that works. And I think he's the guy that did well last playoffs. He played the most, I guess, and he won us the most. And all I care about is winning. Um, okay, so that's fine. What's next? Pricing. Oh, okay, yeah. So I have to consider changing my penalty kill rotation. Uh, okay, so let's save. We'll recap the season, then preview the series and make adjustments. So first, uh, let's do players first. So we could have gotten the point. No, we didn't. I was thinking we could have maybe gotten the point um, leader for the league, but I guess not. It wasn't too far off though. So Nicholas, I think we just picked him up for this season. We had him before, and I was just gambling that he'd be a good playmaker, and he was. So his development just lined up there. So that was a great pickup. Savage, we I thought we temporarily moved. Yeah, we temporarily moved him away for one season, and then he was a bit up and down. Did great this season. Dwyer was the guy that we moved away for longer. Then we brought him back, and he did much better than he did last time when he was with us. Christie's been up and down, but this time he's actually up, which is good timing because I think we extended him for long term. And Keaton was doing great, and then I don't know what happened. In any case, he's young. Uh, he overperformed compared to what I was expecting, so I'm perfectly happy with that. Crane, another guy that overperformed. Still wish he produced more. Well, both of those guys. Same with Christie. Because the targets point per game for top six, and only three of our top six did. Christie was close. Like, I mean, Christie and Nikitin were close, and Crane wasn't. Um, but yeah, I think Crane started from behind. And then, no, okay, that was I thought he was with the other team for half a season. Anyways, doesn't matter. LaPierre slipped, and I think towards the end he must have done better because he's still not far off. Threlfall, actually, I guess he has picked it up a bit. So versus Crane, Keaton, LaPierre. I forget if Threlfall's in the top six, but I might switch him into there. I think I will switch him into there, depending on what's going on everywhere else. Moss picked it up from having been on the fourth line. Bruin did fantastic. Carlos slipped a lot throughout the whole season. Same with McMillan. Nielsen had a good start with us and then really didn't do well. We haven't even played that guy. Then the rest of the guys are all mediocre. Well, I guess for the defenseman, that's all relatively decent. Palmenville's maybe a bit low, but Corvo, Rollis, and Bachman are all pretty decent. 20 some odd points for a defenseman's fine. And then goaltending, we already basically saw that. That's how it looks. Yeah, so win-loss, it's basically the exact same for Gosselin and Tham. Save percentage is a huge difference, though. From a team perspective, goals for per game. Yeah, I think that it's one of our best seasons. Might even be our best season for goals for per game. Goals against, we want to be at the bottom, but we're not crazy far off, but we'd prefer to be at like a 2.5. So, not the worst, not the best. Power play, we were best in the league, so no adjustments are going to happen there, or not much if we do. So penalty kill's not that great, so we are going to change the rotation, put the better players first, because now, so during the season, it's to avoid injury of your top players. In the playoffs, there's nothing you can do if you get people injured. You got to win. So that's the plan there. To preview our first matchup, we'll switch to this. Goals for were a goal 1.03 goals for per game more than Pittsburgh and 0.02 less goals against. So, I mean, we're more than a goal per game average better. So we should win, but yeah. Oh, and I guess so we finished second in the league in points. Should have shown that. 3 off. So it was a pretty decent season. I don't know where it um, lines up compared to the rest. 54-19. Yeah, it's pretty much dead center. Uh, Average season. And that's it. So then I just need to update our penalty kill lines. Oh, and I should have said, so we would have been middle of the pack for penalty kill. Uh, do I adjust any of the forward lines? So Threlfall, that was the question. Nick Keaton, 73 and 79 versus 73 and 82. Well, let's see what the chemistry does. 3-0 versus. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, 3-0 versus -1 and +1. So, yeah, I guess. And then since we're going to be putting Crane on the first penalty kill, I guess that's okay. We're adding more experience to the first line. Second line's fine as it was. Okay, that works for me. 84 versus 93. So we'll do that. Oh, so then power play will change slightly. So Dwyer, Nicholas Christie. Let's put Thrillfall up. Flip them. This will also even out the ice time a bit, so um, it's technically an improvement and it evens out the ice time. All right, so then Keaton, Thrillfall, so it's going to be Savage, Crane, Dwyer, Nicholas. Savage, Dwyer, Nicholas, and then I think it's Christie and Carlos. Whoops. Crane, Dwyer, Savage. Savage, Nikitin, Thrillfall. Oh, it was up here. Is that right? Moss up here. Green. Actually, it's going to be tight for me to finish the um, playoffs before I have to go, but we'll still try. Hopefully, it's not like I get eliminated quickly, because that's maybe one way that it could be enough time. We'll wait before we do that. OT win, that's good. Yeah, there shouldn't be any maintenance. We're fully healthy. at least to start the playoffs, which is good news. How did you do? Everyone did okay. Bachman comes in. Do we keep it this way? 26, 26, 20, 17, 25. We can actually. -1. What does it look like here? We fix it? We can't. So no is the answer. So let's see, Bruin, Corvo. So far, so good. Bruin. Think this will work. That means Bachman, Solnishkin. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, it has to go that way. I'm okay with that. Bruin, Corvo. Bruin, Corvo. Cool, that works. Uh, let's save that. So Gosselin stays in for now. June 24, so I think he's out for the playoffs. Why do you guys have to do this? Every single playoffs, they have to give me a big injury to an important player. What was it, June? Yeah, it depends on how long the playoffs go, but he's probably out the whole playoffs. God, that sucks. And also, it makes it less likely that I'm going to be able to finish the playoffs in this stream. We have to do all these line changes. Okay, so Who is most deserving to move up? Crane. That works for me. How are you guys doing? Fine. Not that good. Maybe Crane can stabilize your line? You're doing well. You're doing okay. Nothing and good. So McMillan's going to come up. Carlos there. Nielsen's going to. Or should we? Because he did really poorly. I think it's better to play this guy, even though he's completely unknown. Okay. Christy Crane Nicholas. LaPierre, Moss, McMillan, Carlos. Moss, LaPierre, Carlos should come in. Are those power play points? They are not, so you can go down here. We'll do this for now. Can you work here? You cannot. Threlfall, LaPierre. Threlfall, LaPierre. Um, Moss. Crane. What? Oh, never mind. That's why. There we go. We'll keep Carlos in front of the net, and then hopefully he works here too. Does. Oh, but Moss is playing well. Let's do that instead. There we go. And then, who was it? It was, oh, yeah, he's going to be off on the penalty kill, which means who's it going to be? Crane. Nicholas, he can do face-offs. Okay, so Crane Savage, Christine Nicholas. Carlos. I don't even know who. 416. Hmm. Well, he doesn't play much. Or do we want to play a better player? He's playing better. McMillan. So we'll put McMillan. Huh? We won't put McMillan. Oh, that sucks too, eh? Savage, Cream, Nicholas. Yeah, so we're gonna have to play a negative on the last one, but that's, I mean, not the end of the world. It's rare that we're gonna get to the third three-man unit. Nicholas with Cream. Maybe let's do this. Who was it that moved up? Did we just put Linglet, I think? Um, maybe not. And also I put the wrong guy there. I should see if any of the D are playing especially well. No. Okay, so that's fine then. Oh, it's McMillan, I think, isn't it? So Gosselin 1-2, he gets to stay in for now, and then after, regardless of the result, it goes to Stan. Yeah, so I was planning on ending the stream in 3 minutes. Oh, come on. I think that's like 2 weeks. It's a good thing we picked up that extra forward and, well, kept an extra defenseman because we would be screwed. Now what? None of these work. This works. I could play around a bit more to try to see if there's any other combinations, but I don't think I'm going to. I think this is plenty fine. But I don't want to start with this last pairing because the combo is not the best. Oh, well, you know what? They're playing fine. They're no better, or sorry, no worse than the first line. So actually, yes, we do want to even it out like that. Rollison, Nielsen, Bachman, Pominville. Wait, what was it? Rollison, Nielsen, Bachman, Pominville. Is that even the right? Rollison, Nielsen, Bachman, Pominville. That's what it is. Okay. So that actually makes it where all lines are okay. So let's try Nicholas here. Savage here. Crane there. Hey, hey, hey. That works. Now, power play. So it's not Nielsen. Can it be Crane? I doubt it, but we'll try. Oh, we can. Okay, so then um, who's missing out? Sweet Millen. Is he playing well still? Good enough. Sweet. So it makes both of the 5-man units pretty strong. Cool. 9-3 loss. Wow. I think I forgot to do this last time. 5, 4, 7, 2, 3. Well, what's his face got us 2 of 3, so I'm happy with that. Gosselin. Sweet. 28. Oh, so it's short term. I thought it was 2 weeks, but it's only about a week. Eh, sweet. We got through the first round. Now we're up against, I think, the third best team in the league. So I'm supposed to end this stream. Can I extend? I had some stuff I had to do. Nah, screw it. So I'll finish the stream. The other stuff can be delayed. But can I actually? Uh, this one's tough because I don't know if I have enough time. It all depends on how long everything takes. So, God, I don't know what to do. Oh, how did this guy do? 1 point in 4 games, not bad. No points, 7 penalty minutes. I don't know if I like that. Uh, okay, so since we have a healthy defenseman, it's going to be worst performer comes out. Pominville? Bachman? Maybe not then. Yeah, we can't take Bachman and Pominville out. Uh, Rolison Bruin, I think, was correct. Huh. So I guess we'll leave it as is. How's Crane doing? Very well. What's Moss doing? So. McMillan, not great. So we'll put Bruin back here. We'll leave the power play as is. Penalty kill. All good. Extra lines. Maybe I didn't fix this before. In which case, actually, that's fine because the rest is all good. Anybody deserving of moving up? Carlos, maybe. I think he stabilized the line, that Crane guy. And likewise for Thrillfall going up, I think. So the only question is, does Carlos replace LaPierre or McMillan? I think we'll replace LaPierre. We'll do that. So Carlos over LaPierre. That's good. Gosselin starts the series again. This one's going to be tough. We're against, um, yeah, like I said, I think it's the second best team if we exclude ourselves. I still haven't decided though if I'm going to go through the whole series or well, the rest of the playoffs. Mm, no, I don't think I have enough time. So actually, we will leave this stream there. Uh, is there anything else? Yeah, so I'll do the preview of the next series for next stream, whenever that's going to be. Cool. So if you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. The channel homepage has upcoming streams on regular NHL content. That's going to be at the end of the second round, whenever that is, covering the second round, as well as the news that took place during that time frame. Uh, and franchise mode, that schedules in the About section of the channel. It is most Mondays, 10:30 p.m. or p.m. a.m. Eastern, uh, for about 8 hours with breaks. Be a pros whenever I have time or feel like it. Any comments, leave them in the comments, suggestions likewise. And so, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Monday, I'm gonna maybe try to fit finishing the playoffs in sometime. What day is it? It's Friday. Uh, so if I can't do it Monday, then I'll try to fit it in early next week so that before the following Monday, we're done this series and then can start the next one. So I think that's going to be possible. Cool. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, bye.